Hi, I'm Michael Nadlin from Market Lead, and today's video is about how we use lead generation to make millions of dollars for our clients. This is literally the strategy that we apply to small businesses, to multi-billion-dollar enterprises that we work with directly running their advertising for. So this is the strategy. It works. I can say that because we've literally launched a multi-billion-dollar client's lead generation strategy 2 weeks ago, and the results are already here, but I'm going to walk through it today. Now, this video is going to be really simple. I'm not going to be saying anything that you don't already know, but I'm going to be putting it into a really simplified way so you can actually apply it yourself. The issue with a lot of lead generation videos, Google ads, Facebook ads, landing page videos, is that they're so segmented and they talk about all these nice flashy things. And I know that because I used to do that myself, but it's not the actual things that work. This is what actually works. We apply this to dozens and dozens to lead generation clients at Market Lead, and it always consistently works. Now, I can't guarantee it's going to work for your business because every business is different, and the nuances that are required just to tailor and hone these things are different. So this will get you about 80% of the way there. That last 20% will come from really deep, advanced data analysis and optimizations as well. So let's go through this now. Now, I'm going to start off with a few simple things. I've been doing this for 10 years and I've spent over $106, I'm going to put that in, $1 million. $106 million. So this is coming from direct experience. I've been running ads for lead generations for 10 years now, and I've measured and managed over $100 million in advertising. So this isn't some theory or strategy. This is direct experience from our own direct experience, but also the Market Lead team as well. So this is what works. You can watch all these other videos online. Do it. I encourage it. But this is probably that one video that if you just apply this is what I do with all of the clients, and people pay me hundreds of dollars an hour to apply this for them. So this is what we do. So we apply this for the multi-billion-dollar client 2 weeks ago, or about a week and a half ago. The current results so far, a 10% conversion rate, $9 market qualified lead. So a market qualified lead is basically just a lead with phone number and email. Now, the next stage what we do for all clients, and I'll talk about this in the landing page stage, is actually doing sales qualified and buyer qualified leads. So rather than just those first initial bits of information, we do multi-step or multi-page approach to actually get more sales qualified and marketing and buying qualified data as well. So these are the numbers we've already done so far. This is on the conversion rate of the marketing qualified lead, and then it'll be a bit lower for the sales qualified lead as well. But the numbers are astronomical at the moment. We've already done 175 leads in the first 10 days. Cost per lead is ranging from about $6 to $15. It is wild. But the reason why this works, it's not because we just lucked out on it. This is the exact same strategy that we've been running for clients who spend $2,000, $20,000, $200,000 a month. It works for all businesses. The thing is, it's just having that discipline to not actually go, oh, I need to do it bigger or different because the client's bigger or the budget's different. It's all the same for every single business. So let's go through this now. So what we're going to talk about right now is the two ad channels that are probably the best for lead generation from my experience, my direct experience at least, and then the landing page aspect, and then the data analysis side. So we'll first start off with Google Ads, and this is what I've been doing for 10 years. And Google Ads is really simple. It is really simple. It's actually stupidly simple, but extremely hard. Now, a lot of content on the internet out there is around advertising around Facebook ads because it's more creative. Google is so data driven, and if you are extremely data driven and really on top of numbers, Google Ads will be really simple for you. It will never be easy. It's probably the hardest ad platform that you could master. And more importantly now, it's harder to master because the costs are so high. So if you make small mistakes, it will cost you lots of money. So in terms of Google advertising, it's really simple in terms of what you need to do. And I'm just looking at my notes. What you need to make sure is that you have a good structure that represents all the lines of business in your business. So then when you're actually doing internal reporting and budget allocation, you can actually see the results. A lot of people want to put all their keywords, or if this is e-commerce products, in one area because they think the algorithm will have more data. Now, it will have more data, but that doesn't mean you'll have better data or aligned data. You want to make sure that the data that's going into campaigns, for the smart campaigns, for the maximizing conversions or maximizing ROAS, that it's actually there to that's aligned with that line of business. If it's not, it fails. Now, I can say that because I've done that with huge insurance companies where they were putting all their product categories into one area, and then it was getting good results. But as soon as we segmented out and made it really clean and clear, not only did the results go up, but the insights and the recommendations and the reporting and the budget allocation was so much clearer and easier, which meant that we could even get better results because we had a faster feedback loop on insights there. So the first one is structure. The next one is keywords. You want to make sure that you've got high intent keywords with really good match types. So I always do really high intent keywords. Even if they cost more, it doesn't matter. A lot of people go for, let's just go for a lot of keywords and do broad match with strong negative keyword lists. That's rubbish. Always go for high intent buying keywords. That will make you so much money. It always works. It always will work. People do still seem to search the same way as they always have. If you do this, I promise you, you can make a lot of money. Underneath that is the ads. So you just want to have very simple, clear ads. Have the keyword in the ad copy. It's as simple as that. Like over the years, all the things I've noticed is people try to do all these fancy copy, direct response, things that stand out, clickbait. They do work, but the best thing you can do is just have people look for a keyword, they see it on an ad, and then ultimately when they go to the page, they see it there as well. Now, the last one is I call settings and negative keywords. Now, I don't call it that. That's what it's called. Settings and negative keywords. I actually think that in my experience with ads, if you just have good settings and good negative keywords, you will be successful. Success in Google Ads isn't about doing the right things. It's about not doing the wrong things. So if you can cut out all the wrong types of structures, all the wrong type of keywords, add in negative keywords and have the proper settings, you will get the highest intent traffic. But you remember at the end of the day, Google Ads is only there to get you traffic, not to get you sales. The sales will come naturally from the page and the salesmanship and all those other things. And it does start there, but the ads can't get sales. They only get high buying intent traffic through. We'll jump to the next one, which is our meta ads. Now, meta ads is extremely surprising, and I cannot believe how strong it is as a channel, and it continues to be. The reason why, it's just, I think the algorithms are extremely powerful, and especially in B2B, I think most businesses are not using it properly and not enough, which means that they're missing out on opportunity. The ocean is still so blue for Facebook and Meta ads or Instagram ads as well, that it's every time that we have significant success with clients, it's usually through Meta initially, just to build up the lead data that Google Ads will leverage in the future. So Meta ads, once again, structure. I've talked about that in my last video. Go through that. The structure is so important. The wildest thing is, I was a Google Ads specialist, been doing that for 10 years. I've been doing Meta ads for about 7 years now. Years go by fast. And what I've noticed is even the people who claim to be experts, and when I pick up accounts from people who are experts, the structure is so messy. And when the structure is messy, you can't manage it properly. And if you can't manage it properly, you can't do anything in the account. So if you just have better structure than the most advanced people in the world, I can guarantee you're probably going to get better results. Because if it's clearer with structure, you've got better reporting, better management, better insights, better recommendations, better applications, you get better results. So structure is the most important thing. If you looked at any of the market lead Facebook ads accounts, they're so clean and clear and simple in their structure that you'd be like, wow, I get it. And then you could see everything on a line item. And that's the most important thing. We do really advanced reporting for our clients, that we need to have a clean structure so that data pushes through to our dashboarding, so we can actually line up the lines of business with the clicks, the leads, the sales, and then all the offline sales and all the offline data as well. So the first thing, structure. The next thing is audiences. You want to be doing a split of lookalike audiences, high intent audiences, and then also broad audiences as well. Next thing is segmentation, and that also falls into structure and audiences, that you want it to be all segmented. You don't want to be layering these things with each other. We do no layering at Market Lead. I found that over time, if you layer, the results you get are the average of the layer. So it'll be the average of the highs and the lows as well. So you do not want to do that. You'll get poor performance. Underneath that is ad copy. Ad copy is really interesting for meta ads. I've found The simpler, the clearer the ad copy, the higher the CTR. And you may see a lot of ads that have long ad copy or long direct response ad copy. We've done that, we've seen it, we've tested with other third parties and ourselves. The simpler the ad copy, the more direct, the more clear, the higher the click-through rate, the more relevant the traffic as well. We found that that's the most important thing. And then the last thing is ad creative. And more importantly, using video creative. At this point now, it's pretty much, if you just want to dominate Facebook ads, just run video creative with simple ad copy in this structure. This will literally make you millions of dollars. Like this so far, even to the worst landing page, will make you millions of dollars. It is so simple. It's so clear. Please do it. I promise you it will work. It's I'm passionate about it because like at the end of the day, like we're too busy to take on more clients. So I'm like, I still want people to make a lot of money from advertising. So this is how you do it. Like this is $100 million worth of ad spends, knowledge, really simplified here. If you did this, I can guarantee your business will improve. Now we're going to go to the next stage, which is our lead page or landing page, but we call them lead pages here at Market Lead because the goal is to get people to submit a lead, not to land on the page. So it's really based on the outcome of getting people a lead. Now, once again, a lot of content on the internet about landing pages. I watch a lot of them, I used to at least, and I've just found that most of them just do not deliver the outcome you want in terms of high conversion rates and high conversion rates in terms of sales qualified, which we saw here, and buying qualified leads as well. So in terms of landing pages, these are my steps. Really simple design. The simpler, the higher the conversion rate. Headlines, really clear towards what the product or service is. Do not confuse people. If it's you're selling something, have the same copy from the ads on Meta and Google on the landing page. So it's just like really clear and consistent. I even know for myself, sometimes I click on ads when I'm on the internet and the pages do not match the ad. Now, it may seem like, oh, of course, like I'd be sending to a relevant page, but people don't know that. And a lot of times people's ad experience is so bad that they expect to probably go to the wrong page. So if you literally just say, the ad says this, the copy says this, the keyword or the audience they're from is going for that, and the page says that, the possibility and the probability of getting a high conversion rate is astronomically improved. I know it sounds overly simplistic. Most landing pages that I see are horrible. Number one, because people actually tend to send them to their websites, which is horrible, or their home pages or a product page that's not aligned with either conversions or relevancy. And then even when it comes to lead pages, people probably try to generalize their business too much, especially if they've got different lines of businesses. So having different landing pages, and I'd say that segmented landing pages for lines of business. Cool. The next one is, this is the gold mine. I'll tell you this. This is like it. Multi-step forms with high intent profiling questions. Now, why I say this is because so many people just go for name, email, and phone number. So what? Like that doesn't actually give any quality to you or your salespeople, but more important, your data analytics as well. So by using multi-step forms, you can go get people's phone name, phone number, and email, which they'll happily go over. And then when they press next or the next step, you can ask them the more personalized question. But if people see this huge long form, they're not going to fill it out. They just don't. The stats show it. We've seen it internally. But when we've shifted to multi-step form, people still continue to convert at the same rate with a shorter form, but now you're getting sales qualified and buying qualified lead data as well. Now, what this does beyond that is when you start to get to the next stage of the data analysis, with that data there, you can feed back that into the accounts for number one, for audience growth, but number two, to optimize towards lead outcomes, because you can actually go, rather than going, okay, we got 100 leads that were marketing qualified leads, and then 50 of them were actually sales qualified or buying qualified. I would rather prefer to feed those 50 back in and say we only got 50 conversions from those than 100 from the others, because you've actually got people self-electing with their data. That is where the gold mine is of this. If you do this, and with the multi-step, like high intent profiling questions, it will significantly shift all of your advertising for the rest of your life. The last thing is in terms of low commitment CTA, but that's like a high relevance. So you just got to think, what are you asking people to do? If you're asking people to buy now, that's going to have a extremely low conversion rate, probably 0% conversion rate, versus if you've got a download brochure, it could be 15 to 20%. So you've got to find the offer that people are going to start submitting their information to you that is low commitment for them, but it's high intent enough for you, or high relevance enough to you to know that these people are probably like on the fence. People who are high intent, they will buy from you regardless. You don't need to worry about that. It's people who are on the fence who need to speak to a sales agent or need to talk to someone in your team to know and get insights on the product or your service. The last one, oh my Lord, this is the most important thing: mobile first design. Now, this is talking about the stuff and ads. If you just fix your mobile design, it'd probably significantly shift. The data that we see at Market Lead is about 60 to 85% of traffic from paid ads comes directly from a mobile ads device. You got to stop focusing on the desktop design, and because designers look on the desktop, you review it on a desktop, but people at the end of the day will use it on a mobile first design, mobile only design. That will significantly shift your conversion rates if you even just focus on that one thing. Now, I'm going to go to the last parts, which are my favorite. This is probably where like all the leads will come from. This is where the money comes from. So we're going to go through 3 right now. And I'm running out of colors here that are actually nice to look at. So we'll go for this one. And we're going to create 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So the 3 we're going to do is, number 1 is lead dashboarding, or lead dashboard. Number 2 is going to be our data integrations. And then number 3 is the custom live reporting. Okay, so this is where the magic happens. This is where the millions are made. So we can probably see here that these traffic goes here, this goes here, and then what we want to do here is the data will go into here, and let's just get these, and then also the ad data will go into here and here as well. That doesn't look nice, but it doesn't matter. Then the lead dashboard data will go to data integrations, and then the data integrations will go back into the ad accounts like that. Okay, cool. So when you get a lead page, this is the biggest issue with a lot of businesses. They have ads and they're measuring the results on the ad platform. That's horrible. It's dumb. It's stupid. You should know that by now. Then if you send it to a lead page, what happens next is most of the time people will just get emails saying, hey, you got a new lead, or it's saved in the back end. Stupid. You need it to go to a third-party CRM or dashboard that you've built out so all the leads are there, really clear, really visible to see. Visibility equals profitability. Make it simple, make it clear. By having a clear dashboard where the leads are actually there on a line-by-line item, you can start to do very clear, simple, and easy data analysis as well. By doing the data analysis, you'll start to pick up patterns and themes that are just not in the ad account. You should not be analyzing your results, your data in the ad accounts. That's stupid. That's like basic level. Where real professionals and real money is made is when you're analyzing the data on the lead dashboard. That's where the money's made. And more importantly, you feed that data into the custom dashboard. So that's when you've got all your ad data there as well. You've got your Google ads, your Meta ads, your other channels feeding into a custom live dashboard. So all the data is live up to date. But rather than using the ad platform data, which is wrong, you're using lead dashboard data in your live reporting, as well as all that profiling data that you've got in here as well. Now I'm just going to remove that because it's getting in the way. So these are the things that if you do this, you have a lead dashboard with really clean, clear data. You can actually clean up the data as well, because data will not always be clean, because people, when they fill it out, they're stupid. They fill it out really weird. We see it all the time. Even if you put formatting on it, it just doesn't work. So when you put it into the lead dashboard, you can clean it up. When it goes to your custom live reporting for yourself and your client, that's when you'll actually start to get amazing insights. Most of the work we do at Market Lead is here in the background, but all the conversations is we're having here. Very rarely do we actually talk to clients about the ad accounts, because that's not important anymore. That's a means to the end. We want to be talking and analyzing the ends in itself, because we need to keep salespeople and internal teams accountable for these results, because too long have ads people been blamed for results, or landing page people being blamed for results, when you don't even have the data from the back end to explain, hey, what's the lead quality? How many leads did you get? What are the results? You've got to take full ownership of this. This is where we spend all of our time. Now, I can guarantee you any of our lead generation clients, if they see this, they'll agree with us. We never talk about the ads because we know what we're doing with the ads because we're getting the result. But what we need to know is more of the offline data and the sentiment of the leads and all those things from the lead dashboard and the custom live reporting to actually start to feed back into the ad accounts. This is where accounts start to really ramp up because once the data is amazing and great, the data integrations will then push back into the Google and Meta Ads account to get even more enriched data. But you don't need third-party platforms for this. All you need most of the time is just a Google Sheet and good skills with a Google Sheet and a good few integrations with Zapier or some other platforms just to get that data there. If you do that, this is where you make millions and millions and millions of dollars. All of our clients experience this. This is a very clear, direct experience. Once again, from 10 years and $106 million in running advertising ourselves and myself, running lead pages ourselves internally, like not with third parties, and doing all the reporting. So this is all refined, and we've done this at Market Lead with all the clients. One of the biggest issues with agencies is they've got a Google Ads person, they've got a Meta Ads person, maybe a separate lead ad person. So it is segmented. That's the issue here. You need to treat it as a holistic machine. Rather than having a T-shaped approach where people should be deep in one and good at the other, you actually should be just good and amazing at all of them now. Advertising is unforgiving. The channels will punish you for doing things wrong. I can guarantee you, if you follow this process, but do it properly, like this stuff's hard. This is really hard to do. This is the simple, like this is what I tell my team every single week when we're going over the accounts. Hey, we're looking at this, we're looking at this, we're looking at this. How's the data looking here? This is where clients make millions of dollars directly from Market Lead, but you've got to implement it properly. It's one thing knowing it, the next thing is implementing it. We've got agency partners that we work with, that we consult with, and we tell them this stuff and they attempt to do it and they do it wrong. So that's the main thing there. If you got any questions or thoughts, let me know. I just really did a brain dump here because this is as simple and as advanced as it gets to make millions of dollars with your advertising campaign. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, but most importantly, enjoy.